Make a ton of noise for Dan Colgan!
Hello, how you doing tonight? Thank you. So I realized, I was thinking the other day, my boyfriend and myself make the perfect 10, because he's really skinny and I round out the rest of the relationship. So, good things that I'm Irish, it helps out with those things. So I've always been a showy type of person. When I was supposed to clean the house on Saturday mornings, I would end up dancing in front of the mirror and singing to Carpenters, Barry Manilow, the soundtrack to Xanadu. Should have known back then, but I didn't. So being the youngest of 10 in an Irish Catholic family did give me a thick skin. You should be careful what you wish for. So to give you an example, my family, my brother has epilepsy, so twice he's gotten in car accidents in a drive-thru at a fast food place. So my other brother turns to him and says, well, did you get fries with the shake? So, my other sister, when I was telling them I was doing stand-up comedy, she said, when and where? And her husband said, why? You're not going to go up from Philadelphia to see him. She said, if he's going to talk about me, my paranoia is going to drive me up there so I can find out what he's going to say. So this is the type of thing we do. So one of the things that also happens being Irish Catholic is we don't talk about sex growing up. So my parents only did it 10 times. That was it. And I got the knack from my mother, the gift from her, that when questions are asked, we get more answers than we really want. So I went to Vegas, and my mom turns to my dad and says, Dave, when was the last time we were in Vegas? He goes, oh, it was October of 1970. I start counting backwards from my birthday. I just found out where I was conceived. Yes. So I said to them, I was like, where did you stay? They're like, the Frontier. I'm like, great. Open the window to my hotel. There's the Frontier right in front of me. I'm like, that's where I was conceived, yes. So I did try my luck to win a jackpot there. I would say that the biggest jackpot I did get was being conceived in the Frontier. So the phrase, what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas, didn't happen with me, because here I came. My mom had a C-section. I come out of the stomach. Hello, world. I'm always coming out of dark places, kind of doing that. Closets, wounds. So it's one of those things. So being that showy type of person, I'm always just trying to figure out, what's the next antic I'll get myself into, because I will always, friends of mine, will say, oh, come on, do this, do that. So I'm like, all right, sometimes I don't know the reasons they're asking me to do that. So I was at Universal Studios, and they're like, hey, Dan, get your picture taken with Fred Flintstone. So I'm like, all right. And I hear them say, thanks, Barney. So at Christmas time, I'm always asked to quote Hermie from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I want to be a dentist. I also get, did anyone ever tell you look like Louis Anderson? I said yes, but I also get Philip Seymour Hoffman, just not as much anymore. So, I know, too soon? Probably not. Deal with it, probably. So, I'm an observant person in life. If things are around me moving, I can find that. But if it has nothing to do with me, I can't see it. It could be right in front of me. They're like, see the fork? I'm like, I don't see the fork. No, see the fork? I don't see the fork. So, growing up, our attic steps had all the household appliances and things that were needed for either bathroom or other stuff. So for 17 years with 6 sisters, I never noticed the box of tampons. So when I was 17 or so, I realized I saw the tampons. I'm like, does this clean the toilet bowl? Then I saw it had a string, and I'm like, oh, it's a confetti popper. Nothing happened though. So, but as luck would have it, the only girl I ever went on a date with told me that she had her period for 30 days. So when my friends were saying, how was the date? I said, you know what? Let me sing it to you. Carrots flowing like a river, carrots supplying the Red Sea. And she was behind me. So for a number of reasons, we did not go on a date ever again. So I'm, as I said, showy, theatrical. I was like, what kind of career could I go into that would satisfy my theatrics, my love for costumes and music? I'm going to work for the Catholic Church. It's going to be great. So I'm working for the Catholic Church, and I do want to dispel a myth. As an altar boy, I had many friends that were priests. None of them hit on me. Maybe they thought I'd like it. I don't know, but I'm out millions, but it's okay. But anyway, so I get millions of smiles, but not millions of dollars. But anyway, so the thing that happened for me, though, is that I led the music program. So my mind is a little warped, if you remember the Cara thing, that my mind went to there. So at Easter time, I heard Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. And my mind just likes to do like an Ally McBeal, creates a whole movement in my head, if you remember that show. So I came up with these words of a song to Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive for the Easter theme. I will share that with you now. First I was afraid, I was petrified. I thought that my Lord Jesus had died. But he came walking through the door. Oh, he's not dead anymore. Oh, he survived. Oh, he's alive. All right, everybody. Hey, hey. He walked through the door. He turned around now. And he said, I'm not dead anymore. Weren't you the ones that left me hanging outside? You thought I'd crumble. You thought I'd lay my head and die. Oh, no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I've got love to give, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my love to give. I've got all my life to give. Oh, I'll survive. I am alive. Hey, hey, thank you and good night, world.